So can we start the session, but sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Avasthi sir, can we start the session? As I am now going.
Yes, sir. Yeah, please go ahead. Am I audible perfectly?
You are audible, perfect.
Yes, sir. Audible. You can sir share your screen, sir.
So, warm welcome to all the student as well as faculties of the Government Engineering College Dahod, Gujarat, India, as well as nearby institutes of the state of Gujarat. Today, we are going to have an expert session on the topic usage of various ICT tools in form of open sources in additive manufacturing, or you can say 3D printing. The expert speaker for the today's session is Professor Shubham Awasthi sir. He is assistant professor at the University College of Engineering, Banswara, Rajasthan. So we have very lucky that sir is available for to provide his valuable effort on the topic of 3D printing. Before we start the session, we will be very thankful to our respected HOD Professor Dr. D.R. Sasar for permitting the department for conducting this webinar on this auspicious day, wherever there is no teaching load called Saturday, but we have the learning environment provision from him. As well as we are thankful to Principal Professor P.K. Brahmbhatt sir for to provide us permission for the conduction of the webinar. Now, before starting the session, I will little bit introduce the Shubham Awasthi sir. Shubham Awasthi sir, working as a TICUB coordinator as well as assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at University of Engineering, Banswara, Rajasthan. Formerly the same institute known as a Government Engineering College, Banswara. He has completed BTech in Mechanical Engineering from UP Technical University and MTech in Product Design and Development from NIT Warangal. He has more than 9 years of academic, administrative and research experience. His research area of interest are product design, additive manufacturing, 3D printing, lean manufacturing and renewable energy. He is instrumental in setting up 3D printing lab at GC Banswara under TCube 3 project, which become a Central of Excellence CO in 3D printing in the Rajasthan, announced by the Director of Technical Education for the state of Rajasthan for promoting this technology. He had successfully completed AICT sponsored 2 CRS and R&D product from the worth 29 lakh rupees in the field of renewable energy. He is a consistent learner as he also completed more than 35 NPTEL courses and 1 NPTEL domain in the field of pattern and IPR. He had also published more than 35 international national research or review paper in various conferences and peer-reviewed journals. He has also named 3 different Indian design patents and 1 Australian design patent in the 3D printing. He has also published as editor title Recent Development in the Computing, Electronics and Mechanical Sciences and title Newer Machining Methods. He has also written 2 book chapters as Abrasive Water Jet Machining Process and Investigation of Material Selection for the Electronic Application using MADM technique. He is also edited book Advances in Civil Engineering Materials. He is a professional member of American Society of Mechanical Engineering ASME, professional member of International Association of Engineers and associate member of the Institute of Engineering IEI India. So today's topic usage of various ICT tools, open sources in additive manufacturing, 3D printing, and the content covered various aspects related to the additive manufacturing. Now, I welcome Shubham Awasthi sir for to provide his valuable expertise in the field for the student of not only to the Government Engineering College Dahod, his faculties, but faculties and student of the rest of Gujarat government and private self-financing colleges were also allowed to participate in this valuable program. You are welcome, sir. Now share your PPT and going to start the presentation.
So first, I would like to thank all the organizing team members, and especially before going for this particular session, I would also like to know all the participants that we are also having MOU. For that also, we are thankful to Jani sir and the principal and head of the department, Mechanical Engineering, Sa sir. So for giving me this particular opportunity to at least spread the awareness about this 3D printing technology among all the participants. So basically, before starting, I would like to let all the participants understand that most of the time we have this thought in the mind that this technology is only limited to mechanical engineers. So that is not true. Okay. And some of us may think that if you are not having good knowledge about designing softwares, if you are not having any good idea about designing basics, then you cannot understand 3D technology. That is also a kind of myth. Okay. That is, Jani sir, it will be convenient if I will go in the English or shall I go in bilingual tone?
Ah,
Oh,
It is convenient, sir. Any language you may choose. Our student
okay.
will be very happy with English or Hindi, any language you prefer.
Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine. That will be fine. So basically, we will, whenever you will feel any kind of doubt, you can also write it in the chat box. Definitely, I will love to answer those doubts or any kind of query you are feeling in between also. Okay. But in between, I will also interact with few of your participants, or maybe I may ask the coordinators to confirm me that I am audible or not. So that we will go ahead. So basically, there are few myths related to this particular tools, usage of ICT tools or open source tools in the field of 3D printing. So before understanding this, we have to understand that why we are studying in this additive manufacturing in 2022, because additive manufacturing or 3D printing is one of the key player in industry 4.0 or in the fourth revolution of industry. Okay, as you can see in the picture that instead of additive manufacturing, there are other key players which are autonomous systems, cyber security, augmented reality, IoT, and robotics, and many more. Okay, so additive manufacturing is one of them. While I will not go in detail of this 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. This you have already studied or you are studying since last many years. That started with the steam power, then invention of computer and all those things. Okay, so we are living in the era of industry 4.0, where additive manufacturing research says that additive manufacturing systems are produce US $2 trillion worth part by the end of 2030. Okay, by the end of 2030, you are going to or you are going to produce or going to capture the manufacturing or production market with this much of huge amount of parts. Okay, so basically that's why you have to target this technology. At least you should aware about this technology, that how it will look like or what are the basics of this, so that you, whenever you feel any kind of challenges among you, you can also select that this technology can get the solution for your problem. Now, what are the current challenges which are going to be faced by the industry, or which are basically present challenges for the industry? First is quality. They have to increase the quality anyhow. Okay. Then they have to increase the productivity. Any of the participants can unmute and answer that how you can define productivity. Any kind of definition. Anyone can unmute and answer how you can define a productivity. Most of you have heard this term before as well, I hope.
Students are invited to answer in the debate also.
Yeah, because if you will not interact, then I can feel that you are not there. You can also write it in the chat box that if you are able to answer my question. I asked that how do you what do you understand by productivity? Any definition, any formula, or whatever you have heard about this thing. Okay. Basically, most of you have heard this raw definition of this thing as output by input. Means you have to increase the output somehow. Okay. By utilizing the restricted inputs under the your challenges, whatever you have. Okay. So you have to increase the productivity. That is the major challenge of industry in the present era. Then you have to reduce the cost. Means you have to increase the profit, or we can say reduce the cost. Somehow you have to reduce the cost. Okay. Customer satisfaction. You have to satisfy the customer at most. Then the time to the market. Means as you can see that in the present time, in the past era, mobile phones are going to be launched after 6 months or 1 year time. Okay, while in the present era you will get an everyday new model are going to be launched by Redmi, MI, Oppo, and all those mobile manufacturers. Okay, so you have to respond to the market very rapidly. Okay, so that's why these are the challenge which are going to be the primary target of every industry. Okay, which and we will try to answer these challenges, or we will try to answer all these challenges with the help of this technology. Why we have studied this? Because industry 4.0 needs additive manufacturing. Industry needs additive manufacturing. Now we'll see that why additive manufacturing is different from other resources. As you can see in the picture, that there are two technologies. One is subtractive, another is additive. In the subtractive manufacturing, which you have done in all the operations related to the lathe machines, okay, that will come under the category of subtractive manufacturing, or we can say machining, where you have to remove some material to get your desired output or to get your desired workpiece. Okay, while in the additive manufacturing you can produce this particular cup, as you can see in the picture, in a single go. Okay, means if you are going to produce this cup, the bottom side of this cup can be produced with the help of 3-axis machining. Okay, you have fixtures to hold the base so that you can machine the upper part of this particular cup, and this whole cavity of the cup you cannot manufacture with the help of lathe machine, or you will feel some difficulty whenever you are manufacturing such cavities. Okay, and similarly this sharp internal feature that hold of this particular cup, you have difficulty if you are not having any tool radius single point cutting tool. Means there are a huge amount of challenges if you are producing such kind of a single cup with the help of subtractive manufacturing technology. While in the additive manufacturing you can have some layer by layer addition, and you can manufacture such kind of cup very easily. Okay, so this is a basic example which we used to quote it from the book of Chua, additive manufacturing. Okay, so that's why additive manufacturing is far way better than the subtractive manufacturing technologies. Now we'll see that what are the comparison between the traditional and additive manufacturing. Instead of the difficulties of the manufacturing, you will also face some lead time. Okay, means lead time will be there from several days to many weeks. Okay, means starting from your 1 day to many number of days, you can set up, you can hire some experts if machine is not working or any kind of challenges, your material is not going to be delivered at a specific time, and depending on the complexity of part, means highly complex part will not be you will not be able to produce with the help of traditional manufacturing. Okay, while in additive manufacturing, additive manufacturing, it is going to produce the plastic or metal parts directly from design data created by any CAD design. Or if you have systems, you can directly design that particular part. And if you are not having any knowledge about the CAD system, we will try to have the demonstration as well. Means first half I have focused.
Respected sir, your volume is not available. Respected Awasthi sir, your volume is not available. We don't able to hear you, sir. Anything can you? Okay, now available. Now available, sir.
Sir, just a minute. Just give me a minute. Yeah, actually there was just an internet delay. Just give me a minute. Hope I am audible, sir. Jani, sir.
Now audible, sir. Very good.
But sir, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, okay. So as you can see in the picture, that basically manufacturing processes are classified into 3 types. This you have also studied in your first year mechanical engineering curriculum or mechanical engineering subject if you have studied either from you or from mechanical engineering or any other field as well. So the subtractive manufacturing, I have already quoted machining processes. Then additive manufacturing, 3D printing will come under this category. And in the formative, you have seen various processes like casting, forging, extrusion, and all those things. Okay. So can anyone please tell me that what is means which is another process which will come under the category of additive manufacturing? The process in which you have worked in the first year of your BTech, okay, means you have practiced that particular process, and that process is also come under the category of additive manufacturing. Anyone can answer, any participant who are there. Any idea or any guesses? Most of you have done oxyacetylene building in the first year process. Like this is one of the marker I have, and this suppose this is also one of the pen. Maybe they two are made up of metal parts. So if you want to join it, then what you have to do, you have to fill some filler material in between. Means you are adding material here so that these two things should be, or these two parts should be joined. Okay. So that process is also called as building. Means somehow, not literally, but somehow building processes will also come under the category of additive manufacturing. Okay. Now, and this 3D printing is totally different from all these processes, either subtractive or formative. And even better than that, means whatever current challenges I have quoted, those all challenges will be incorporated or will be very easily adopted with the help of additive manufacturing tools. Okay. Now we'll see what is the decision curve. Okay. Or how you can decide that which technology will be suited for your system, for your method of manufacturing, or for your manufacturing processes, okay, or your industry. Suppose if you have very highly complex part, then you may adopt 3D printing as a technology. If you have very less complex part, then you may go for the investment casting. While if you have a very medium complexity and quantity is also very medium, then you can go for CNC. Okay, that's why if you want to club those two technologies like 3D printing and injection molding, means this initial, suppose in the injection molding, what you have to do, you have to prepare some master mold. So that master mold you can prepare with the help of 3D printing, and after that you can produce n number of parts with the help of that master mold with the help of injection molding. Means you are doing the mass production as well as you are also targeting the complexity. Okay, so with the help of clubbing these two technologies, you can work together. I will showcase you one example, very nice example of printing a human body. In that part you will understand that how you can replicate the same thing. Means master mold can be prepared by 3D printing, and then you can also prepare by injection molding. Just give me a minute. I will just share that example first, then we'll go to the next part. Is it visual? Can anyone confirm this particular YouTube video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. I am keeping the audio of the video is muted. As you can see in the picture, there is a big 3D printer which is just manufacturing a whole human mold. Okay, and that mold will be prepared with the help of 3D printer, and after that it will be utilized as master mold for injection molding process, where they will replicate this thing with the help of acrylic material to prepare some other n number of other human molds that you can see in this video. So after preparing that, what they have done, they have utilized as a master mold, and after that they prepared n number of these. This color you can see. This is acrylic color, okay, and acrylic materials. So with the help of that, they prepared such kind of statues to spread the awareness about the cancer, blood cancer. Okay, so this is an example of producing the utilizing the master figure for or master mold for preparing n number of things. Okay, hope you can understand this particular concept now. No, give me a minute. So means if you want to decide what process should be selected in between of 3D printing and injection molding, or how you can club it, that I have already explained. Similarly, you can also select CNC whenever it is needed. Okay. Now there are various other names of additive manufacturing that is called as rapid prototyping, desktop manufacturing, direct CAD manufacturing, instant manufacturing, layered manufacturing, solid freeform manufacturing, and many more. Okay. Any other name which you can suggest for 3D printing? Anyone? Instead of this, any other name of the 3D printing if you can quote? What are the names you can see in the screen? They are the similar names related to this technology. If you have any other name or if you had heard any other name, you can also quote it here or write it in the chat box. We have some. Okay. No, okay, fine. So basically, there was a bit confusion before. Just a minute. Okay. So basically, there was. Am I audible? Anyone can confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So basically, there are the various names as you can see in this on the screen, and that's why there was a bit confusion that how this technology is a single name. So there was means you all know that there is a standard organization that is ASTM. They fixed one international F42 committee, and F42 committee has decided to give this a exact name or a standard name. So that's why they clubbed all the names together and said that all the processes related with the joining of material in layer by layer, that will be called as additive manufacturing. Okay, means, and they have also given a standard definition that you can see on the bottom of this. Additive manufacturing is a new process of joining materials to make objects from 3D model data, usually layer upon layer, as opposed to subtractive manufacturing methodology. Means it is totally opposite from subtractive manufacturing methodology. That's why, and you have to add your material layer by layer from your 3D model data. Whatever 3D model data suggests, according to that, you have to add the material layer by layer. Okay, and this was the standard definition. And from that point of time, when they have fixed this standard definition, all the technologies, all the research papers, all the data or articles you will see in the newsletters in the open media, those all are quoted with additive manufacturing, not with 3D printing. Okay, means 3D printing is also correct, but the standard name of 3D printing will be additive manufacturing point of time. Okay, now you can also see the two heads of the two babies are joined together. So what they have done, they have done the CT scan and MRI, and after that they prepared the same two heads and they practice the pre-surgery. So how they can, which nerves or which part should be cut before, then afterwards which part should be cut down. Okay, so that practice they have done before, and after that they perform the whole surgery in a single go. In less than 24 hours they perform this surgery very nicely and very perfectly, means without any kind of complication. Okay, so that because they have done the practice of that particular surgery before. So as Sir Terry Oler, he is one of the scientists who said that this technology, that our technology that produce the model and prototype parts from 3D CAD data, CT or MRI scan data, and model data created from 3D object digitizing system. Means you can also convert your CT scan and MRI data into the CAD model. There is a software name called Mimics. Okay, MIMICS. That Mimics will convert all the CT scan and MRI scan data into the CAD model, which is we all have the file format. If you have work on any kind of AutoCAD, CATIA or PROE, that IGES data you will get it, and similarly that Mimic software will convert the CT scan or MRI data into the IGES format. After that you can convert it into the 3D printable object or 3D printable file format. Okay, so now what are the 10 principles? 10 principles means what are the 10 rules related to the additive manufacturing, or how you can say that what how you will describe this additive manufacturing or 3D printing. So the first thing is that manufacturing complexity is very free. Means the any kind of highly complex part you can produce with the help of this very easily. Okay, variety is free. Means you can have a highly variable part. Suppose if you have designed a pen of this kind of thing, now you can change the size very easily. Instead of that, if you have already designed any kind of thing on your drawing sheet or on the CAD model, then you may feel some kind of difficulty whenever you have to set up new machines, you have to set up new worker, change any kind of such dimension and all those things. So while here variety is very free, you can have any kind of shape or size that can be produced by 3D printing. Now, no assembly is required. I will not say no, but very less assembly is required. And most of the time, your parts will be produced with a single go. Zero lead time. Lead time is very less. Means all setup will be done automatically. Means all the softwares are already inbuilt. Unlimited design space. Design space is unlimited because you can have huge number of open source softwares that I will showcase you. That you, with the help of that, you can also work on any kind of design space. Okay, or you can already download the any kind of design and you can customize it according to the need. Zero skill manufacturing. As I started the presentation today, that if you're not having any idea about the computer aided design or then also you can work on this technology, or you can also set up a whole 3D printing. Even few of the startups in Gujarat in the field of additive manufacturing, they are having only BCA or BBA degree. Okay, one of my friend who working in Barodara, so he has also set up such kind of startup, and he earned a huge amount of money during the COVID. That I will come later. Okay, then compact and portable manufacturing. Okay, it is very compact, means the size of the 3D printers are just similar to the size of the paper printers which are there on your table of the faculties, you can see. Okay, less waste by product. Wastage is very less compared to all the other things. Okay, infinite sets of the material. Sets of the materials are also means you can work on any kind of metal, or you can work on any kind of plastic parts, or any kind of color shape sets you can select. Precise physical replication means you can have any rigid or any stringent tolerance or fit for any kind of product. Okay, while manual power, if you're working or you're manually doing any kind of machining operation, then the limits cannot be go up to 0.002 or 0.001, and such kind of precision tolerances you can give in this additive manufacturing tools or in the 3D printing. So these are the few principles which you can remember. Whenever you want to recall, you can recall these principles to understand about this particular technology. Now we'll see what are the different steps in the 3D printing. I will explain first, and after that we'll see that how it will work, that I will play with the help of video presentation. Okay, so it starts with the CAD modeling, means you have to prepare any CAD model with the help of CAD modeling software. Okay, after that you have to convert it into the STL file. Okay, then you should be transferred to the machine, then you have to set up the machine, and after that you can build. Okay, let me go it step by step. First step is creating the CAD model. That solid model can be created with the help of any CAD software, either AutoCAD, Pro, SolidWorks, Idea, Unigraphics, and many more. And even some open source software that I will showcase you, that is called as Tinkercad here. Okay. Now you can convert it into the CAD model into the STL file format. Okay. Suppose you have designed a CAD model. After that, you have to convert it into the STL. Why you have to convert it into the STL file format? Because all the 3D printers only accept the STL file format. Means like if you open any Word file, that file format of Word file is .doc. Similarly, if you open any PDF file, that the file format of that PDF file is .pdf. Similarly, if you want to convert any CAD model, means you have to convert all the CAD models into the STL file format, because all the 3D printers or most of vertex and direction of outward normal of each triangle, means they divide it into am I audible? Is there any kind of, anyone can unmute and confirm that am I audible or perfect? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect, Mr. Ansari. So basically, this contains all the coordinates. So means whatever most of you have written some G code and M code in your final year or in the third year, there is subject of CAD. So where you will see some G code and M code, you have to write it down so that your CNC machine may move according to that. So that file will be automatically produced here, and that conversion will be inbuilt. Means most of the 3D CAD modeling software have this package there. You can directly convert it into the STL file format. Otherwise, if you are not getting, you can also use the internet or open source softwares. Now the next step is slicing. You have to slice down the part. Now most of you will ask that how you can slice it down, means how you can cut down the whole product into the different number of slices. So whatever the manufacturer you have purchased the RP machine or additive manufacturing machine, that same means from where you have purchased the machine, they will give you some proprietary software program. Okay, so that proprietary software will import that STL file and let user to orient and adjust the size. Means you can orient the part, you can adjust the size, and after that you can do the slicing and thickness. Okay, that I will just demonstrate you. Just give me a minute. I am opening that software which we have for the slicing, so that you can also see practically that how the slicing will be completed or how slicing can be done. Okay, just stopping here. Can we confirm, or can any one of you please confirm that you can see this Flasco slicing software?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Perfect. So this is the slicing software. We have Flasco printing machine. So this is Flex Print software. I am opening one file so that I can just demonstrate that how it will look like. Slicing is going to be done. Okay. I will take some file from desktop if I have already kept. So this file. Okay. As you can see, I have opened one file. So that is a statue of Kuber. You will see soon it will be loaded. And after that, I will try to do some slicing. Okay. Till that time, this option will not be open. Till that time, you are not having any design. So that I have, you can see in the picture. Now you can also do the orientation. You can reduce the size. You can also reduce the size or scale down or scale up the things. Okay. According to your need. As I already said, I will just get it done for you. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me select this part, rotate it. Okay, now you will see, soon you will click on the rotation. I will just rotate it a bit so that you can see. Even you can also uplift it or get it down. I will also do some scaling. I will get it reduced by 50% and 50% uniformly, means in all the X by Z directions. Okay, so this is the thing. Now it is ready. Soon you will click on the start slicing. It will start slicing. It will also let you know that what are the process you want, what are the parameters you want to keep, how much temperature it should be maintained. According to my printer, this is the fixed temperatures, and what is the role of temperature, that we will understand very soon. Okay, what are the supports are also needed for overhanging and hollow parts. So how much dimension for the supports you needed, that you can also get it, write it down here. Okay, after that you can click on the slice as I did. So slicing will be started. As you can see here, it has been started and it will take a small amount of time. Okay, maybe 5-10 seconds or 1 minute according to the size of your model. Okay, and after slicing is going to be completed, that will it will also let you know that how much material it is going to consume and how much time it will take, means how much time it will take to produce that, how much material it is going to consume for printing this particular part. As you can see, you can also locally save, and after that you can upload it into the printer directly. Now I will will try to see what is the slice preview. As you can see, the name of file is here. It will take 2 hours and 21 minutes, and it will consume this much amount of material, and other parameters you can also see, which is the machine for which we have done the slicing. And if you want to see the layers, then you can just roll this particular cursor here. Now you can also see that this is doing layer by layer, and total number of layers are here 424. Okay, 424 layers are going to be produced. Okay, so in this way you can also see that how it will look like. Okay, so this is called as slicing. Anyone have any doubt here? If you have any doubt, you can also write it in the chat box. I am again going to my presentation back.
Students are requested to ask any doubt through unmuting themselves or by writing into the chat box, so that sir will reply your queries and questions. Sir will do most useful thing, that he is directly open the software and get it you through the 3D printing models and procedures. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So if you have any doubt, you can also write it in the chat box, or you can unmute in between. Because if you will not interact, then it will not be easy to understand this particular technology. Okay. And because it is very easy, even if you will teach this technology to the school children, they will also understand it very easily. Even we have done the trainings for many schools till now. Okay. So they are adopting this technology at a school level. So being an engineer, it's our duty that we should have some idea, because we are living in the era of Industry 4.0. Okay, most of our parents or grandparents are not able to use smartphones, so they are feeling that they are not connected with this present era. So if you are not going to learn this particular technology, then in the upcoming time you may also feel the same things, that you are not connected with the technologies, or you are not connected with the generations. Okay, so at least you should have some basic knowledge about the technology, which is generation technology. Okay, slicing we have seen that how you can do the slicing, and how one more thing you have to note down, that generation of the supports will also be automatically, means automatically it will generate the supports. Okay, it will produce the supports automatically, and all the support whenever it is needed. The slicing software will be inbuilt or given by the manufacturer from where you have purchased. After that, you can grow the prototype. That involves actual making of the prototype. Directly you can click on the build and it will produce it. And the last step is prototyping, sorry, post processing. Post processing is, it is just a cleaning or the removal of the support structure. Support structure, or you can support structure, you have to remove it, and you can also clean that particular part. Okay, so that process is called as post processing. Okay, now this is the quick recap. CAD model, then you have to generate the supports and slicing, and after that you can set up the machine's parameters like temperature and all. Then you can start production, and after that, if anything is are needed, then you can do the cleaning and post query. Okay, now till that time, this is the process, or this is the whole cycle of this additive manufacturing. Okay, so this is the basic process layout of additive manufacturing. From this picture also you can understand, starting with the CAD model, convert it into the STL file format, then transfer it to the machine, then machine setup, then you have to build it and remove, and after that you can do the post processing, and then you can have a cup of tea with the help of whatever cup you have manufactured with the help of this particular 3D printing technology. Now we came to the application part of additive manufacturing, which is more interesting thing for most of you. Okay, so basically it can utilize for prototyping, you can utilize for many other things. So before going in detail of that, let us understand these 4 examples. This I have already explained, 3D printed real man. Okay, we'll see what is the scope of additive manufacturing in the construction industry, in the fashion industry, and in the food industry. Okay, so these 3 examples we'll try to see, and after that we'll come back and we'll see what are the other applications of this particular technology. So let me again share my screen of the video. Just give me a minute. Okay, I hope it is visible. Can any one of you please confirm?
Yeah, sir, visible. Your screen is visible.
Perfect. Okay, so this is one of the fashion designer who thought that she can also produce some kind of flexible cloths for their models. Okay, so she designed the 3D printer according to her need. Means she played with the viscosity, she played with the parameters, temperature, and all those things. And after that, she designed. And this picture, which you have seen it before, this picture is called as CAD model. Okay, so that CAD model, she designed it according to the need of the models. Okay, so this is the top of the model which she is going to wear. Okay, and after that, all the bottom and even the sandal part of this particular fashion designer is produced by 3D printer. And the thought behind the generation of all those in her mind is that you should not carry a huge luggage of the cloth. You can carry a small 3D printer and material, and you can print the cloth in your hotel room whenever you need it. Okay, so this is the part, or this is the cloth, and this is having the same flexibility like the lace have. Lace, most of you may not understand that. Maybe more female participants, they can also relate it quite nicely, that the lace is a material which is very flexible and very easy to wear whenever you want to have some kind of fashion tools. So this is the same thing, and even the sandals that she may showcase in the later part of this. Yeah, this you can see. So this whole thing she produced, and the whole fashion show was conducted by that particular fashion designer, and all the models have bear only the cloths which are printed with the help of 3D printing. Okay, that you can see. So just imagine the potential of this particular technology, how it will look like. Okay, now we'll go to the next part, or next example of this application, how you can have some 3D printed houses. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, this is the 3D printed house. This is a video of 2019, so I cannot say that this is the biggest one. I'm keeping the audio muted. So there was an industry who started producing the whole houses with the help of 3D printer, a bigger size of 3D printer. And one more thing that you will see in the video, that all the structure, this means iron rod structure, should be prepared manually. And after that, only concrete feeding or the mortar feeding will be done with the help of 3D printer. Okay. And here you will not see that huge amount of construction work is going on, and you will not see more than 1 or 2 labor who are just assisting this particular 3D printer. Okay, means it is very less manual power consumption here for producing such a wonderful house you can see in the picture. Okay, and all the this particular reinforcement of steel that you can see on the top. That reinforcement of steel will be done with the help of labor. This reinforcement of steel, iron rod you can see here. Okay, and this mortar feeding will be done with the help of 3D printer. Okay, so with the help of this, you can produce this particular whole 3D printed building in less than 24 hours to 48 hours. Okay, in 1 day or 2 days, you can produce this whole amount of building. Okay, so this is the challenge, or this is going to be a huge opportunity for most of the 3D printing enthusiasts. Okay, now the next example, if we will go, just give me a minute. Example of the food industry. Okay. Some. Hello. Am I audible perfectly?
Yes, sir, you are audible perfectly, sir.
Sir, am I audible, Jani sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible, but the video you are presenting is not audible.
Okay, just give me a minute. I am just playing the video so that you can understand it. Just yeah.
A bit more what we are seeing.
Yes, sir, now it is
Keeping
audible. Now video is audible.
perfect. All of you can just see this particular video so that I can explain it later. Just give me a minute. Huh? Create things with the help of 3D printers or 3D printed foods you can see in the picture. Okay, and the taste of that particular food is also very similar to the food which are going to be produced with the help of other manual operations. Okay, I will just quickly scroll it so that you can understand and see. And what they have done, most of those who are from the thermal engineering background, they can also relate it very nicely here from the mechanical engineering domain, that they only played with the parameters. They only played with the parameter of the fluidity or viscosity, so that it will prepare one layer, and after that soon it will extruder will come for the next layer that will be solidify. Okay, the means only temperature and viscosity will play a huge role for manufacturing such 3D printer for foods. Okay, so they design such kind of setup and they produce such kind of parts, and that you can consume it. Okay, and you can taste that they are 3D printed, and according to the customer need you can print. They are just fixing, means here they are just pouring the chocolate syrup, or you can say chocolate kind of liquid. Okay, so similar kind of things you can also produce, and you can also have some hands-on on such technology. So these are the few things which I have covered here. These are the few applications which I have covered. I will go back to my presentation so that I can cover other things. Okay, just give me a minute. So instead of that, additive 3D printed cloths, 3D printed food, and 3D printed real man. There are other applications like in the education. In the education industry, most of the faculty members or the upcoming faculty members, they will also relate it, that how you can have some good understanding in all the students. If you have any model in your hand, they will understand it very easily. Or if you will teach with the help of any physical model, they will understand the things very easily or very nicely. Okay, that's why they used to have such kind of systems, that you can produce such parts with the help of 3D printing and go to the class, so that your students or your kids can understand the things very nicely. And at present time, 3D printers are very readily available, means you will get a 3D printer in less than 50,000 of rupees. Okay, You can have it in your home, you can print it out, whatever the need of the kids or whatever the need of the your student. Okay. Similarly, you can also produce some specific or very curative furniture and home office accessories, as you can see in the picture. This you will not get it at every shop of the furnitures, okay, that you can design it according to your need. Now we'll see what are the different application in the field of medical. The application of this particular technology will be there in the field of dental. As in the dental, what they used to have some aligners, means they used to tighten your teeth with the help of some wire, and that is very painful task, okay, or very painful job for you, okay. While there is a company called Align Technology, they produce some orthodontic aligners. So with the help of orthodontic aligners, what they have done, they align your teeth according to the customers. Okay. Before preparing the orthodontic aligners, they scan your whole jawline, and according to your jawline, they produce the aligners, and that aligners will be fitted to your teeth or your particular teeth line or jawline, whatever we will say. Okay, that will not be as cumbersome as you can see, or you can tighten the wire for the 3 or 4 months, so that your alignment of your teeth or the alignment of your jawline should be perfect. Okay, or maybe natural. Okay, so this is the thing. In this particular example, you can also feel that there are two roles. One role is of engineer, another role is of doctor or dentist. So you can also set up your own startup to assist the dentists or assist the dentists, dental surgeons, okay, so that they can have such flexibility. If they won't need any kind of assistance, they can get the help of an engineer, maybe one of you, okay. So with the help of that, you can start such kind of startup in the field of this medical industry. Now, instead of not only this, you will also a few other medical implants. Like this is the hip ball you can see in the picture. Those who are obsessed, means those who are having heavyweight persons. So after 60 or 70 years of age, they may have to replace their hip ball. And if you will see your grandparents or your parents, then or maybe you have heard this particular surgery before, then you will acknowledge that in present medical industry, we are only having two kinds of hip ball replacement. One is made up of stainless steel, another is made up of titanium. And these two parts or these two metals can easily be printed with the help of 3D printers available in the field. Means metal 3D printing is technology is available. So, and these two metal parts can also be printed with the help of that. Okay. Now, and similarly, the cost according to, because whatever the cup size of your hip, okay, that size will be changed according to the patient. So customized hip ball, you can design it according to the need of that, because in the market you will get the standard one. So instead of the standard one, you can also design the customized one according to the need of the customer. So starting from designing to printing, or before the surgery, all the things can be done with the help of an engineer. You can assist the doctors very well. And after that surgery part or the fixing of this particular implant can be done by a doctor or a surgeon. Okay. So in this way, you can also assist the medical industry, or you can help your nearby uncles or nearby doctors. Okay. And you can also be associated as a startup in the future as well. Okay. Now, I was talking about one of the startup in Gujarat who are building this kind of mask. Okay, so many startup, not only the person whom I know, who is from Vadodara, they earn huge amount, even in the number of lakhs, okay, or 5 to 7 lakhs of rupees they have earned during the COVID just by producing this face shield and mask. Okay, this face shield and safety goggles, they produced it and they sold it to many kind of airlines. They have done various exports as well. Okay, so and a very similar thing, means very cheaper thing, which they can produce it very easily with the help of commercial size of 3D printers. Okay, and after that they have also produced some stopgap mask. With the help of that, you can have some kind of various you can just remove that particular filter, and after that you can utilize this particular mask for a number of times. Okay, you can also produce different kinds of door handles, different kinds of attachments, so that COVID virus should not pass on. Okay. Now, as you have the CT scan of your chest, or sorry, X-ray of your chest, then you can just convert it into the 3D CAD model with the help of Mimic software, and after that you can have that particular model ready, so that you can have suggest your patient that how it will look like, or what are the different challenges, or what are the precautions that you have to take it. Okay, so in this way you can also do the prescription or assist your doctors. This is the laboratory which we have in our additive in 3D printing laboratory, which is also called a Center of Excellence here in University College of Engineering, Banswara. And these are the few parts which we have printed. And now we'll go to the practical demonstration, means what are the different open source softwares or what are the different ICT tools. Quickly, we'll go one by one. Just be here. Let me just share the tab once. Hope you can see that.
Visible, sir.
Jani sir, yeah, just give me 2 minutes because I have to switch my place because there is no power. So I will come back in 2 minutes.
No.
Can you be with?
Student, please
Yeah.
stay in the meeting. The speakers
Just
are
stay.
will return just 1 minute.
Just 1 minute.
સ્ટુડન્ટ અત્યારે શોધવા આવ્યા હતા.
અરે યાર, સ્ટુડન્ટ તો માર્કેટ છે. એક માસ્ક પડી છે એક્સ્ટ્રા નવું. માસ્ક છે કે ત્યાં પહેરેલું છે બીજું. Student, please stay in the meeting. Sir will join just a minute. Due to power failure, you might have to switch over to other room. Okay, so it will take a minute. Please be in the meeting. Our lecture continues, and at the end we may share the feedback link. You requested to provide the feedback of this lecture, and so that we provide you certificate at the end of this week. Please stay back in the meeting, and if you have any query, write it down in the chat box or either unmute yourself at the end of lecture and to provide the same to the speaker. So for the 6th semester student having the subject computer aided design, so this lecture is treated to be the coverage of content beyond the syllabus. Okay, so it is very helpful, especially to the 4th semester, 6th semester as well as the 8th semester student.
એક માં તો આખો સબ્જેક્ટ
આવડવા ને 8th માં એટલે છોકરાઓ સરસ આયોજન થઈ ગયું આપણે.
40 સ્ટુડન્ટ છે એટલે સારું કહેવાય.
સારું છે.
જાણું તો સર બે ટાઈમ જવું છું, સવારે જમી જાઉં પછી ઘરે ગઈને પાછા જમવાનું. જરૂર પડે કે સવારના પછી અહીંયા આવે ને પછી ટાઈમ બહુ બગડે, પાછું ઘરે જવાનું ને પાછું વાઈફ બી વેઇટ કર્યા કરે આપણી, અહીંયા આપણા લઈ ઠેકાણા નહીં હોય, કોઈ વાર ટાઈમ મળે નહીં મળે એ બી બધી વેઇટ કરતી હોય કે ભાઈ તમે આવશો ત્યારે ફોન કર્યા કરે, એના કરતા જમી જ લેવાનું આપણે સવાર. તમે તો ટિફિન લઈ આવો એટલે સારામાં સારું.
પછી કોરોના પછી જાવ છું ક્યારેક આજ નથી લાગ્યું, શનિવારે લોડ નહોતો એટલે. Student are requested to stay back in the meeting as sir having certain power problem in the presentation room, so get switched to a convenient place. It will take a time of 1 to 2 minutes, okay? So that you are requested to stay back in the meeting. At the end of meeting, around 3:45 to 4 o'clock, we may have shared the link, okay, for the feedback of this program. So you may have get a certificate upon successfully completing the feedback. It will require a time limit of 1 week, okay. After that your certificate will be provided to you directly into the email. This is very interesting and useful topic for all of you, those who are especially from mechanical automobile background. Sir, explain really from A to Z about the additive manufacturing and 3D printing. So that is very helpful to the student to get through this topic. This is emerging one, yet not included the topic in the syllabus, but are the requirement of the company nowadays. That's why we have arranged your expert lecture today, so that to boost your knowledge regarding some of the contents not coverage into the syllabus of the current semester. તમારે કઈ કેવું છે? કેવું હોય તો કહો, બે શબ્દ આમ મજા આવે છોકરાઓને.
Yes.
Now I inviting our colleague Professor NH Prajapati sir to say a few words to the student.
Hello students, I hope all of you are hearing this interesting topic of 3D printing. Lots of interesting phenomena sir has explained. How the slicing we can create that explained well. Then the applications of 3D printing in food industry, in fashion industry, in medical industry, which is explained in well manner. So hope you all of you understand the emerging technology in 3D printing, which is more useful to all of you in future. Those who want to create some career inside of 3D printing as a entrepreneur, they can create that career in 3D printing. Also, those who want to do some masters in 3D printing can do the 3D printing.
Now our respected speaker, Professor.
Hello, sir, am I audible?
You are audible.
Jani sir?
Perfectly audible, sir. Perfectly audible. Please continue, sir.
Hello.
Hello,
Am
student.
I audible, sir?
You are perfectly audible, sir. Student, any student, please reply. Having any voice problem? Ansari.
Perfect, perfect, sir.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Thank you.
which are related to see now. All the links I will share it in the chat box at the end of the session. And any related to this technology, you can ask. Okay. A few doubts, one or two doubts we can. How many of you have heard this additive manufacturing technology before? Means you have heard this 3D printing before. Anyone, you can also write it in the chat box with your name and yes or no. Everyone have to write in the chat box that you have understand or you have heard this technology before. Write yes. If you have not understand or you have no idea about this particular technology, then you can write no with your name in the chat box. Everyone has to write it. Yeah. With your name, if you will write, then it will be easy for me to understand. Okay. Meanwhile, most of you have heard this particular technology. Okay. Okay. Means many of are answering that they have heard or they have some idea about this technology. Now, my next question is, how many of you have seen, if you are going to purchase a 3D printer, what are the specifications which you have to select? Means if you go to a market that you want to purchase a bulb, then you be used to say that we need 20 watt bulb, 50 watt bulb, or maybe 100 watt, 120 watt bulb. Okay. According to the wattage, we used to purchase some bulbs. Similarly, if you want to purchase any 3D printer, what kind of specification you have to select? Anyone have any kind of idea that you can write it in the chat box, or you can also unmute if you want to say. Yeah. Else, if you have means you have to purchase one 3D printer. So what should be the specification for that? That I just want to understand, or you can share it to me. Anyone have any idea about this particular thing?
drugs વાળામાં પકડાય ને પછી
No idea. Basically, whenever you want to purchase any kind of 3D printer, you should have knowledge about that which kind of material parts you want. Right. Few persons are writing size. Perfect. Size means the volume size. Like whatever the 3D printers which we have available, which are available, they are according to the volume size. Means how much dimension volume you want. Then the bed temperature. Definitely, there are basically two temperatures which you have to concentrate. One is extruder temperature. Another is your bed temperature or platform temperature. These two temperatures you have to maintain. Okay. And the next is your the size of the product. Size of the product we have discussed. Means size of the product will depend on the size of your 3D printer. Similarly, the material, which material parts you want to print. Like if you want to print plastic part, then you can go for any FDM technology. Similarly, if you want any metal part, then you can go for DMLS technology of additive manufacturing. Means whatever I am demonstrating, that is most or somehow similar to your fuse deposition modeling technique. Now, as you can see on the screen, we can see this particular Autodesk Tinkercad website, which is open source website or free of cost website, from where you can design any kind of CAD model or any kind of CAD design with the help of that. Only one thing is you have to create your login ID and password with the help of your Gmail or Microsoft account. Okay. Now I am clicking on the create a new design so that you can see what are the different applications or different options which you can explore.
ટ્રેનિંગ એન્ડ પ્લેસમેન્ટ છોકરાઓ માટે પ્રિપેરેશન કેવી રીતના કરવાની તો એના ઉપર
So meanwhile it is opening, you can also say what are the different software or in CAD software in which you have worked. Okay, you can write it in the chat box that you have worked on AutoCAD or you have worked on SolidWorks or CATIA, any AutoCAD software which you are in which you have done some kind of hands-on. SolidWorks, Danji. Okay. Anyone else? If you have done any kind of, okay. Now this is open. As you can see here now, there is a small, very user-friendly or very user-friendly interface here. That's why we used to suggest this as open source software, because in the AutoCAD, CATIA, you may need some kind of license for that. Okay, so that you can have practice. But for this kind of website or this kind of platform, you may need only a stable internet. That's it. Now I am renaming it for the name of your institute. Renaming the file GC Dahod today's tip March 2022. Okay. This will be the file name which we are going to build. Now, if you want to import anything, you can import. You have to click here and you can upload any 2D or 3D model here so that you can utilize it for further manipulations. You can play with that particular dimension. Export button we will utilize after designing something here. Now you can also see there are some basic steps. We will start with the demonstration with the only basic steps here. We have to drag one basic shape as a cube here. Cube we have dragged it. Now we'll play with the dimensions. We will keep it as 20 and 100. Here we will keep 100 and the height we will keep as only 20. Okay, now it's okay. Now what we want to do, we want to prepare a nameplate for your institute. So what we can do, we can drag the text here. As you can see, we have dragged one text. That text will try to remove, means rewrite it with the name of your institute. Okay, hope it is correct. Okay, now we will again resize it according to the size of the cube. The size is 100, so we'll try to keep this as 100 only. Okay, we will see the dimension, it is 95, so we'll keep it 90 so that it should be fitted inside. And the dimension that was 30, so we will keep it as 25. Okay, now as you can see, the depth of this particular text is 10 and the depth, or you can see the height of this is 20. Means both of the parts are aligned on the platform. As you can see, they are the two different parts. Okay, you can see here I'm moving one by one. So now you want to club it together. So one thing you can do, you can uplift this text to the height of the same height, whatever the height of the cube. The height of the cube is 20, so you have uplifted this particular text to a height of 20. Okay, now we are just dragging this part or dragging this text here. Just give me a minute.
એની પછી કદાચ બેબી મારી બેન ભેગી ભણતી એવું છે.
એની બેબી હતી ને,
મારી બેનની બેન પણ હતી.
We can place it over here. We are again just minimizing the dimension a bit so that it should be fitted properly. Okay, now it is fitted. Now you can see this is over this particular cube. What you have to do, you have to select it, or you can also do Control A. Then you can see there is a command here which is called as group, or you can say Control G. Soon you will click here, this will become a single entity. Okay, now if you will move it, it will become a single entity. I will rotate it so that you can feel that it is this particular thing. Okay, so this is GC Dahod nameplate, you can say. And same thing, whenever you want, you just click here, click on the export button, and in which format you want to download. You want to download it into the .stl file format, click on the .stl, your file will be downloaded easily. Okay, that you can also see, that I will showcase you. It will not be visible till the time I will share my full screen. Just give me a minute. I will share my full screen or entire screen.
આ બધું 3000 નું શું?
અચ્છા, આ પેલી હાર્ડ ડ્રાઈવ અંદરથી કાઢી દેવામાં
આમાં નાખી દીધી, એનું કેસિંગ
વાળું કરી નાખે.
કેસિંગ વાળું કરી નાખ્યું.
અને આ
બિલ લીધો હતો.
સોલિડ સ્ટેટ ડ્રાઈવ 5 યર વોરંટી.
આ વોરંટી વાળી
પ્રોગ્રામ પાછો નાખ્યો કે જૂનો જ કાઢીને નાખ્યો?
કયો પ્રોગ્રામ? નવું આખો
તો બધું સોફ્ટવેર
બધું નવું, એ બધું એને કરી દીધું.
નવું
અઠવાડિયું દીધું, બધું રેડી કરી દીધું. જૂના ડેટા હતા ને જે એ આમાં નાખી દીધા. આવડી કેમ એમાં નાખી દીધા.
Hello. Any participants, can you unmute and confirm that am I audible?
You are audible, sir.
मेरी आवाज आप सुन पा रहे हैं?
You are.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so just give me a minute. I will again share my So we have seen the demonstration of this particular thing, means from where you can just download, and whatever the file you will download, that will be there in the .stl file format. Similarly, instead of this only cube and text you have seen, there are huge number of options that you can explore it.
वो કર્યા કરતું એવું છે તમારે SSD વાળું છે કે નવું છે તે નહીં નહીં સાદું છે તો ઓલી સ્ક્રીન ખાલી સ્ક્રીન જ છે
And these all are solid model. Instead of that, you will also see various hardware, means hardware tools are also, with the help of that you can utilize it. Okay, like snippet gear, which are already prepared for you, that you can utilize that particular. Instead of that, there are various everyday objects also available in this particular option, and many more other things like toilet paper roll, this bottle, this particular cup. Okay, so instead of that, you if I will click here, you will see these are the shape libraries. So with the help of shape library, you can create anything, and that will be automatically saved because this is online thing which you are going to do. So with the help of that, you can design anything and directly upload it into the slicing software, which we have already seen. And after slicing, you can just directly upload it into the 3D printer so that you can have your 3D printed object ready.
મારા ગાઈડની જેમ ડોક્ટર પછી હું ડોક્ટર થઈ જાવ તમારો ભાઈ ડોક્ટરેટ કરે તારો એ તો કરી નાખશે હવે તો ખબર નહીં પણ તારે થઈ જાય એમાં કઈ વાંધો નહીં.
Hello, yeah.
There is
What
one
can
query,
say?
sir, in chat box by the student Dhanji Parmar. Can I use a file in 3D which is made of SolidWorks software?
Can I use 3D printer which is made in SolidWorks software? Yeah, you can utilize any kind of, not only SolidWorks. If you have a AutoCAD file, if you have CATIA software file, if you have Unigraphics solid file, if you have any Fusion 360 file, any kind of 3D modeling software file, that can directly be utilized for 3D printing. Okay, only things is you have to save that into .stl file format. Like whenever you want to save your PPT into .pdf, you can save it. Means you can directly convert your PPT into PDF. Okay, the only thing is you have to convert your or save your model as .stl file format so that you can directly upload it into the slicing software. And after slicing, you can directly upload it into the printer. 3D printing can be easily done. Okay, hope I am able to answer your question, Dhanji. Yeah. Oh, now we'll see what are the different unlimited design space which is available. I will only share one. With the help of that, you can explore many things. Okay. This is called as search engine for 3D printable models. Means if you will see, if you'll type anything, you will get n number of ideas related to that. Okay. And whenever you want to download any kind of thing, you have to go, you move your cursor to this. Like from here, if you will see, this is on this particular picture, it is written download for sell and website is CD Trader. Okay, means this is paid version of model. If you want to free, move your cursor here. This is for sale. This is free. Okay, means this is free and this is uploaded on which website? Thingiverse. Okay, you will click here. It will redirect you to the next page. Okay, from that you can download it very easily. Okay, so these are the things which you can explore with the help of this particular Aggie platform. And this is similar to your parts, means similar to your thing which you can say or which you can use in Google or Yahoo search engine. So this is the search engine for 3D printable objects. Now we have clicked on one particular part. Let's see that how it will look like or what is the name of that particular website. Search engine, you understand. I will share you the links at the last in the chat box. What are the links we have copied? Just give me a minute. So we'll see that. Okay. So this was the part which we have redirected from Aggie. And this is the website which is called as Thingiverse. Okay, and Thingiverse is the website which is made by MakerBoard. You can also log in or sign up freely here, and you can either upload or download. Means you can also upload your designs here so that others can utilize. And if you want to download, you can also download it. But for downloading, you should sign up first. Okay, if you will sign up, then you can download all the files free of cost. Okay, you should not pay any kind of thing. And even there is a short trick. If you want to download any object, first see that how many of the things here you can see there are 0 makes, means if any same model you are getting it for n number of n number of designers. Okay, like one pen design has been uploaded by n designers, then which design you have to select. Okay, then you have to go and see that how many makes are there. On the basis of that you can select that this design, the more makes, that will be more authentic design according to this particular platform. So you can select according to the number of makes if you have same number of designs available. If you only single or unique design is available, then you can only download it. And after downloading you can just directly upload it into the Tinkercad websites, as I have already showcased in the import button. Then you can have any kind of uh, manipulations or any kind of design changes, you can get it done. Okay, so with the help of this Aggie you can do n number of things. Now we'll see what is the different platforms. With the help of that you can also have some other exposure. The website name is My Mini Factory. I will open it for you, just give me a minute. These are all open source tools. With the help of that, if you are not having any knowledge about 3D printing, then also you can start designing some kind of 3D printable objects. Okay, so let me go to that particular website. It is open now. Just give me a minute.
ડિઝાઇનર છે તે બહુ સારા છે.
તો એને
એ અમારે સિનિયર હતા.
કલાક ખાલી બોલવાનું પણ ટોપિક તમારે કલાક હોય તો હાલે, કલાક લખી તો પછી શું છે પૈસા ઓછું મળે કલાક.
So this is the website which is called as My Mini Factory. If you want to see anything, just go to the Explore. And my favorite one category is Scan the World, where you will get various things which are already there in the museum. Okay, which are there in the museum. You can also download it. Printed one of the statue of the Einstein in my lab. Okay, here in Engineering College Banswara. Similarly, you can also download these designs, which are some sculptures or models which are there in the museum. Okay, so you can just directly download this particular thing and get it printed with the help of your 3D printer. You will get directly .stl files. Okay, so this is my favorite one. Instead of that, you can also explore various other things, like let's go for the education. Okay, click on the education. Soon you will click, it will ask you that which subject you want. If you need any specific subject, then you can go ahead. Okay, just give me a minute and let it load the things.
આપણે મોકલવાના છે, એ લોકો મોકલતા છે સર્ટિફિકેટ.
WhatsApp બનાવે એ કઈ નહીં, આપણે કિંગ છીએ ને તારે પ્રેઝન્ટ કરી દે, આપણે લિંક બનાવી દે, બાકી બધું આપણે કરવાનું. તમે એમાં લિંક ભરશો તમને સર્ટિફિકેટ મળશે. ક્યાં છે હમણાં પેસ્ટ કરી દઈશ સર્ટિફિકેટ.
ફીડબેક લિંક ને બધું બનાવવું.
Okay, suppose you want to have something related with the design and technology, then click here. It will redirect you that particular download and play with the dimensions. Means either initial pen stand, you can have variety of combustion engines, you can give to your institute or your professors. Okay, so such
ઇન કરવા કંઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ WhatsApp સૌથી હેલ્પ કરે તો હોય ગાડી છોકરાઓને ફાયદો ને હારા હારા ટોપિક બનાવું છું.
thing you can create it. Okay, many of you are from mechanical background, so you can answer it easily. Which kind of gear train it is on the left hand side, if you can see in the picture.
આપણે આવતા મહિને ગોઠવી દેવું. 19મી થાય પણ 19મી એવું છે કે રજા ઘરેથી નો ટાઈમ જોઈએ, ઘરે હોવામાં કાંઈ ન થાય. લિંક તો
Respected sir, your audio is not available.
So same things you can just directly download it according to your need, according to your utilizations. Okay, and after that you can get it printed. So instead of education, you may have various number of things will participants technology will look like. Just give me a minute. Just be here. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt, you can also ask. Only one doubt I have received till now. If you have any doubt, you can ask, so that I'm just loading that particular bind up within 10 to 15 minutes, in 15-20 minutes. So just meanwhile, you can just minute.
Students are requested to write their queries in the chat box so that sir will read and answer your query.
Yes, you can also write it in the chat box if you have any doubt.
Students are requested to write their query, question, doubt, difficulty into the chat box so that our respected speaker will read it and get it solved immediately.
And even if you have any idea about the startup, we can also we have, even I have also mentored roughly about 3 to 4 startups who are perfectly running in the field of additive manufacturing in Gujarat only. Okay, and many persons who are from the Rajkot, they have huge market for production of the raw material of 3D printing. Okay, even we also used to purchase it from there, and they are also some enthusiasts from either from your institute or from other institute of Gujarat only. Okay, so if you want to discuss any such idea, you can also raise your query so that we can get it solved. Meanwhile, I'm just loading that particular thing. Hope you can see this video. This is the thing with the help of mobile, how you can scan the things, because scanning is also one of the prominent area or prominent field in respect of additive manufacturing. So how you can scan anything which are already existing, and you can prepare the same or the similar to that smaller size of that particular statue. Okay, as you can see, there is a sculpture which is called as one line sculpture. You can see over here, and the same thing which they have scanned it with the help of mobile phone. Okay, that you will see in the video. Let it play once. Just give me a minute. Which industries uses 3D printing? Oh yeah, nice question. Basically, many automobile industries, many other automobile industry means Honda Motors is also working on the 3D printers. They have some setups for production of. Let me stop this video once. Just a minute. Okay, it is just playing slowly. Means Honda Motors is also working on this particular technology. Similarly, there is a company called General Electric. They used to have the setup of many aerospace parts which are produced by additive manufacturing only, and even they are doing the on-site maintenance of the aerospace parts with the help of existing 3D printers in their system. Okay, so many other, not only this particular thing. If I will go and present my presentation, then you will also relate it much nicely that how it will look like. Give me a minute. Let me share my presentation once. Okay, I will take the next question in between. Just give me a minute. I will take the next question. Let me just share the things first, and after that we'll take the question. Yeah. Now you can see my presentation once. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, there are various other industries like automobile industry. I already suggested Honda Motors, Mitsubishi, they are adopting this particular technology. Similarly, in the medical industry, you can have that we have already showcased. Okay, even in the customized goods, there is a huge market even in India now. Okay, in the printing of various small toys, they are adopting the technology. Art and jewelry, they are adopting it. Okay, for preparing some kind of architectural designs, like we used to purchase one house or one flat with the help of sculptures which are there in the selling office. So that sculpture you can just, or that whole layout or map, you can get it printed. Okay, some visual aids or fits we have seen, and fit form assembly models which can utilize for presentation of the models or presentation of the projects. Okay, medical we have already seen, museum displays we have seen. With the help of My Manufacturing website, you can directly download it. Fashion and high performance product, you can also get it printed very easily. We have also designed one kind of, which scientist it is, anyone can answer if you can see this particular picture easily. What is the name of the scientist which you can see the statue here? Meanwhile, I will take the next question. Einstein, perfect, perfect. I got the answer. So remaining may not answer it again. Einstein, okay. Same thing we have just, I have downloaded it from My Manufacturing website, and from there we have taken various modifications according to the size and orientation. And after that we done the slicing, and then we get it printed. Now, few questions we will take. That's bigger machines which can build satellites. As of now, it is not possible. The bigger machine, they are utilizing it for the construction industry only. For the satellite, the material will be different. So if anyone want to design, they can design, because only the two parameters which you will, I will play one video here so that you can understand what is the process behind this particular whole additive manufacturing. Okay, or how this process will run. Okay, so give me a minute. Meanwhile, otherwise, if you know the process very nicely, then there are three terms. One is size, another is the temperature of extruder and temperature of the bed, and the another is the melting temperature of your raw material. Okay, and if you will play with the fluidity and the solidification time, then you can design your customized 3D printer. Okay, with the help of that, definitely you can go ahead and print. Somebody is asking that how much cost per model in the 3D printer. Good question. If you will see or say FDM size 3D printers, and FDM size means fused deposition modeling 3D printers, which are available in our lab as well. I will showcase you the picture. These are the printers which we have, and the size of this is 15 cross 15 cross 15 on the left hand side, and the bigger one size on the center, that is 20 cross 20 cross 20 centimeter cube. So if you want 1 centimeter cross 1 centimeter cross 1 centimeter cube model, that will cost you roughly about 100 to 200 of rupees with the help of PLA material. Okay, it depends on which kind of material you are going to use or which kind of machine you are going to use. And after that, how much surface finish you want, means how much clean part you want, and what are the different complexity which are there in the part. Means is there means if you have any kind of overhang which may need some kind of support. Okay, so according to the number of hours, most of the time, whenever you will say give any model to any kind of startup, they will calculate it according to the number of hours or the number of the length of the wire which is going to be consumed. Okay, so according to that, they will give you the charges, and most of the time they charge roughly about 80 rupees to 200 rupees, depends on which kind of material they are utilizing and how much accuracy or surface finish. This is 80 rupees to 200 rupees per hour they are charging for PLA or ABS material in the FDM technology. What are the benefits? Benefits I have quoted many, that it is more accurate compared to the traditional way of manufacturing. It is more prominent or more effective as far as the productivity is concerned. If you want to do any kind of customer driven customization, then you can get it done. You can respond to your market with the help of your creativity, with the help of new ideas or complexity, you can also get it done. Okay. Then we have to sell our product more than 20. Yeah, definitely. There are many startups. You can go to the Amazon. You will see various startups who are selling their products there on the Amazon. Okay. Which method will give better surface finish with metals? Metals we used to adopt DMLS. Okay. Direct metal laser sintering. There is a process that we adopt for metal operations in the 3D printing. Color of any material affect the properties of the part in the FDM? No, color will not affect. It totally depends on the process parameter which you are going to fix on fused deposition modeling technique. Okay. Meanwhile, you can also write your question in the chat box if you have. Till that time, I am opening one video which will give you some idea about how this will work. Okay, just give me a minute. Just stop presenting from here. Let me go to So what he is doing, he is just doing photogrammetry with the help of a smartphone. Means he's just scanning the part with the help of mobile phone and with the help of 3D scanner. And after that, it will be uploaded on the 3D modeling software. After manipulations, then it will be uploaded to the slicing software. Just watch this video correctly so that you can have some idea about the thing. And this is the part which is going to be scanned. As you can see, this is the part which is going to be scanned. He's just scanning with the help of mobile phone. He's taking the pictures, and after that, taking the pictures, he will assemble all those pictures together to club it into a single solid model. Okay, and after clubbing, this is the software which is called as photogrammetry. Okay, with the help of photogrammetry, you can club all those pictures, and after unnecessary pictures will automatically be deleted. And after that, you can also produce such parts very easily. Okay. Or such parts you can just directly produce it with the help of 3D printers available with you. Okay.
હા સાહેબ જોયું એમાં નો યુ આર નોટ એક્સેપ્ટિંગ એની રિસ્પોન્સ એવું આવે છે. હા હા વાંધો નહીં, રસ્તામાં તો ગાડી ચલાવતા હોય તો વાંધો નહીં સાહેબ. એવું છે, હા તો વાંધો નહીં, વાંધો નહીં. ઓકે ઓકે, હા વાંધો નહીં.
Meanwhile, it is loading. I will go to the next tab. I will share all those videos links so that you can have some detailed idea about this particular these videos, whichever we are playing. Let me just go to the introduction of the video. This is one of the introduction video which we have prepared in our lab. Jani sir, is it visible? This video is visible or not?
Yes, visible sir, visible.
Oh, perfect. So this will give you some idea that how this technology will work. I will explain you the few characteristics of few basics of additive manufacturing or 3D printer here. And after that, we will try to take some questions. Okay. So you can see here, these are the few models which we have printed. Okay. Now we'll see that what are the different characteristics or different parts of any 3D printer or the printer which are of fused deposition modeling technology. Let it load this video. Just be here. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt, you can again write it in the chat box. Now you can see there is a video here. There is a particular small 3D printer which is available on this particular page. You will see there is a screen. This is a touch screen from where you can just operate this 3D printer. And on the bottom side, this is the platform which we used to call, okay, where your part will be printed or where your part will be produced by layer addition. And on the top side, you will see clearly in between if internet will be stable. Okay. So you will see that particular head or that particular top part will be called as extruder. An extruder actually consists of three things. What are these three things? One is your motherboard of that particular printer. Another is that particular nozzle, which is made up of metal, and another part which is there inside, that is called as fan. Okay, that you will see. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Hope you can see this particular extruder here, and this is the metallic part which is called as extruder. sorry, nozzle, and this whole part will be called as extruder, which also consists of a fan which will be there in between, and on inside of that there is a motherboard which will give functioning to to move from this place to this place, to go up and down, so that movement will be controlled by that particular thing. Okay, and this is called platform, which is removable platform, which will do some to and fro motion. After printing, you can also take the platform out, the upper part of the platform out, so that you can easily remove the part. Okay, now if you will go to the display, if you will go to the display, there are two temperatures. One temperature will be the temperature of this extruder, another temperature will be the temperature of the flat bed. Okay, so the bed temperature you have to maintain, and you have to maintain the temperature of this nozzle. Okay, so these two temperature you have to maintain, then only it will start working. And if there is any kind of delay or gap between the temperature, it will automatically stop, or your part will not be built. You can directly upload your models, you can see a line or any kind of thing they support. Okay, so with the help of that you can print. Means all the options are very easy. Now we'll see the back side of that, from where we can upload the raw material of this FDM printers, which are made up of circular wires or circular solid wire. With the help of that you can also print any kind of ABS or PLA material, you can feed it according to that. Okay, let it load it. Just keep it. Meanwhile, we'll take questions. How much temperature? It totally depends on which material and which printer you are adopting. For this, it is 220 and 90. 220 for and 90 for your particular bed. Okay. So according to your 3D printer and according to the material which you are uploading, that temperature will vary. Okay. This is the place from where you can upload or load your material. This is there in the form of a spool, one solid circular disc. That arrow you can see, and there are two rollers which will drag this part upside, okay, or inside. They will drag this particular wire inside, and this wire will be fitted continuously. There should not be any break. If your wire will break, there is some kind of humidity. If it will come inside the particular spool, then it will break very frequently. That is also one drawback. Okay, so if it will directly means continuously go inside the extruder, it will produce the part very easily. But if it is breaking in between, then you may feel some kind of delay. And this is the passage from where this particular wire will go, as you can see in the picture. Okay, this is the one of the passage, this white wire, or you can say the guide to feed the raw material to the extruder. Okay, so these are the few different parts which we have discussed. Okay, so with the help of that you can also have various kind of idea or various kinds of designing idea related to this particular thing. Okay, so this is all about from my end. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask. Meanwhile, I'm just copying all the links and writing it into the chat box. If you want to keep it for yourself, you can just keep it. Okay, I have pasted all the links which are there with me. Okay, you can just take those links for your reference. Whenever you want to study, you can go ahead. Which material you prefer to make gift item? Most of the time, because PLA and ABS both are very prominent, and ABS material is having good strength compared to the PLA. So if you want good strength parts for the gifting, then you can go for the ABS. Otherwise, PLA. These two are the cheaper raw material for the FDM technology. You can adopt any. Hope you get your answer. Thank you. So once again, thank you all the participants for your presence sharing. Now I am handing over the session to the Jani sir. If any participant still have any question, you can write in the chat box or you can unmute.
Students are now requested to provide your valuable feedback to the link provided in the chat box, so that we can record your feedback as well as the certificate on the basis of the same we provided you after a week. Okay, that comes directly to your registered email. So while entering your email, be careful that if any mistake will occur, you will not receive certificate. So provide your feedback. Just 1 to 2 minutes will be provided to you. Meantime, some query and questions we can discuss.
That will take it, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Mr.
Is there any link?
Ansari wanted to know what kind of materials 3D printing is more easier than other materials. Easiest material to be got 3D printed.
Okay, as I have already showcased you various applications, no limitations of shape, size and color as well as the materials. Like easily we used to produce with the help of plastic, because this is one of the prominent or very oldest technology. Initially, it started with the FDM, SLA and FDM only. So you can print plastic material very easily. Otherwise, you can have any kind of material, either it is plastic or metal, or maybe food polymers or powder polymers that can also be printed with the help of 3D printing technology. There are various different kinds of 3D printing technology instead of FDM. Fused deposition modeling is one of them. Okay. Another question is there a limitation to what shape you can 3D print? No, there is no limitation. As I already said in the principles of the 3D printing, that any kind of shape, any kind of design, any highly complex design, you can get it printed. Okay, so there is no limitation for that. Okay, but the only thing is, one thing we missed during the talk, that whenever you are design the part in such a way that should be watertight. Means if you will fill the water inside that particular model, that should not fall outside. Okay, means all the closed boundary parts can only be printed with the help of 3D printing. Means if you will create any kind of thing, suppose if you want to create a single circle which is not closed, then it will not be printed. Okay, only closed object will be printed with the help of 3D printing. Okay, that you have to keep in your mind whenever you are designing or selecting any model. Thank you. Any other doubt, you can write it in the chat box. Meanwhile, we are here, and participants, as Janisa said, you can also fill the feedback form.
Student, please open the feedback, provide your feedback and submit it back to us, so that your certificate according to the provided name and institute will be available to you within the week. If you have any query, then we have just sort of 1 to 2 minutes to solve your doubts from the sir. As it is over to more than 120 minutes, we start initially the session. તમે ડાયરેક્ટ અનમ્યુટ થઈને પણ વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો તમારા ક્વેશ્ચન રજૂ કરી શકશો, or either way write it down in the chat box so that sir or myself get read it and get solve your query.
મને ગુજરાતી બી ખબર પડે છે, તમે ગુજરાતીમાં મને ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછવાનું હોય તમે ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછી શકો છો, કોઈ વાંધો નહીં. હા, but you should be specific with the 3D printing. If you have any doubt, you can ask. कोई भी डाउट है आप पूछ सकते हो, but if you will not ask, then I will not answer it your inside question. Okay, yes, sir. Please ask.
Student, to get your certificate prior to leaving the meeting, attending the feedback link is must. So I will provide you 1 to 2 minute time to provide your feedback link, to submit it and to ask any query you have available with this lecture to the Awasthi sir.
And one more announcement we want to give, Jani sir, as many students from Dahod, if they want to do any kind of project related to this particular technology, so they can also collaborate with our institute, that we have the MOU with the GC Dahod, that we can assist free of cost. That if you want to do any kind of assistance from our end or from our 3D printing lab, we can get it printed, we can help you in the designing as well, but you should come up with some idea. Okay, and with the proper channel with your faculty members, so that if they will communicate, then definitely we can have some kind of project in future as well. So that is a kind of thing which I want to share it with you.
Can any student outside to the Government Engineering College Dahod presenting here? So please reply. कोई स्टूडेंट है जो गवर्नमेंट इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज दाहोद से बाहर का है? क्योंकि नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स वी मे यस धनजी परमार, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड टू प्रोवाइड योर फीडबैक. धनजी परमार, आई रिक्वेस्टिंग यू टू प्रोवाइड योर फीडबैक. You can show your video too. Give your introduction and provide.
Dhanji, sir is asking you to unmute yourself, and you can say that what is the feedback of yours. You have to unmute.
Introduction about yourself, your college, and then how you feel by attending this valuable lecture.
હું વિશ્વકર્મા ગવર્મેન્ટ એન્જિનિયરિંગ કોલેજ ચાંદખેડાનો વિદ્યાર્થી છું, 8th સેમ માં છું.
Yes, very good. So what is your feedback for this program? આ પ્રોગ્રામ વિશે કેવું માનવું?
ઘણું બધું જાણવા મળ્યું 3D પ્રિન્ટર વિશે, કયું મટીરિયલ યુઝ થાય, કયાથી આપણે ડિઝાઇન ડાઉનલોડ કરી શકીએ, કઈ વેબસાઇટ માંથી ડાઉનલોડ કરવી.
ઓકે, વેરી ગુડ.
અને બીજું એ પૂછવા માંગુ કે આપણે 3D પ્રિન્ટર બાય કરવું હોય, ખરીદવું હોય તો ક્યાંથી ખરીદવું, કેટલી રેન્જમાં આવે, શું કાંઈ?
Okay, Awasthi sir, student wanted to know what is the tentative price of this 3D printing for the student use, as well as from where, which company, and which way
they can purchase? They can purchase. Yeah, got it. If you want to purchase any DIY means if you want to get your customized parts of the 3D printer, you can get it very easily with the help of Amazon and Flipkart. That will cost you roughly about 20 to 25,000 of rupees. And only thing is you have to assemble the things by your own. Like you used to get your your ceiling fan that is means in the unassembled mode. You have to assemble the blades, then only you can hang it over the ceiling, then only you can run it. Similarly, same kind of unassembled 3D printer, you will get it very easily of roughly about 10 to 15,000 of rupees, maybe 20,000 of rupees on Amazon and Flipkart website. You can get it, purchase it, and the assembly guide will be there with that particular manual. With the help of that, you can assemble it and you can start practicing and printing the things. Dhanji, खबर पड़ेगी तुम्हें? ધનજી
હા એ તો ગિફ્ટ બનાવી શકી ને ગિફ્ટ આર્ટિકલ ગમે તે 3D પ્રિન્ટર ની મદદથી
નહીં ખબર પડે શું પૂછો?
Yes, sir.
ગિફ્ટ માટે જે સ્ટેચ્યુ હે નાના નાના ગિફ્ટ બનાવી હતી ને.
Okay. If you want to print a small gift, I hope he is asking for that.
Yes, sir. Gift article. How
Yeah, right.
can it be?
Yeah, I will showcase you one or two gifting articles. Just give me a minute. Huh? Meanwhile, just be here. In present time, there is a huge market of printing the selfies. Selfies means if you want to print your own structures, your own structure means your own picture. Okay, so that how you can get it printed, that you will understand with the help of this particular video. I will showcase you the one. Means if you have the picture, any picture of the two person or couple or any other thing, then you can just convert it into the CAD model with the help of SVG conversion. Okay, and after that you can get it printed very easily with the help of 3D printer. Means if you are ready with the 3D model, then you can get it printed. Okay, as you can see, this is one of the picture. He is just scanning the person's, scanning one human, and that picture will convert it into the 3D CAD model directly, and after that you can just get it printed. Means a selfie will be get it printed here. Okay, I will just scroll it so that you can understand it easily, and this link I have already shared it with you. Okay, so in this way, as he is rotating, this picture is going to be scanned with the help of mobile phone. There are the softwares which will directly convert this particular video into, or this particular recording into the 3D CAD model, and that 3D CAD model you can just directly upload it into the 3D printing operation. Okay, and instead of that, you can also prepare various kinds of 3D pen stand, 3D pens, many other things you can get it produced, and there is a huge market for this gifting items.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Nilesh, do you have any doubt?
આપણે
Yeah.
3D પ્રિન્ટિંગ મશીનમાં જે મટીરીયલ વાપરવામાં આવે છે તે કયું હોય છે અને તેનું તાપમાન કેવું હોય છે નોર્મલી?
Okay. 3D printing FDM ટેકનોલોજી માટે તો only two material આવે છે અત્યારે, PLA અને ABS. And PLA નું temperature 200 to 150 for bed and 220 for extruder રહે છે. Okay, and ABS માટે temperature 250 for particular extruder and 90 degree for your platform. So totally depends on which kind of material you are using. According to that, you can select the parameters for temperature. And બધી ખબર મેન્યુઅલમાં મેન્યુફેક્ચરર ના મેન્યુઅલમાં મૂકી હોય. जो भी मैन्युफैक्चरर का मैनुअल आता है उसमें सारी डिटेल लिखी होती है. अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट यू कैन सेट अप योर टेम्परेचर्स. Anyone else have any doubt? Handing over to you, Jani sir.
Yeah. Okay, now almost all the questions to be raised by the student get successfully answered by our expert today, Professor Shubham Awasthi sir from Government Engineering College, University College Engineering College, Baswada. So he is our you can say institute where we have make memorandum of understanding prior to 2 years, and within that every year we are in hopes of to getting interaction with this. So at the end from Government Engineering College Dahod, I am very thankful to Shubham Awasthi sir to provide valuable time and effort in educating the children. Especially this topic is the topic that covers the content beyond syllabus of a GTU 6 semester CAD as well as final year old syllabus computer aided design as well as some of the portion of master CAD CAM syllabus. Okay, so thank you sir for to provide your expertise in educating our children as well as some of the student outside to a Dahod region for to give a valuable insight into this recent demanded topic from the industry as well as academia both. Thank you, sir. Now,
Thank you so much. Now, with your permission, shall I leave now? Thank you so much.
Sir, you can
And thank
leave
you all
now
the.
and thank you for providing your valuable input in educating
Thank
the
you so
student.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah. And thank you all the participants for your patience hearing as well.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Yeah. We'll meet once.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sanjeev Parmar, what you are asking?
Yeah. Thank you.
શુભમ સર નું મેલ આઈડી જોઈ ફોર ફર્ધર ક્વેરી માટે.
His sir's biodata is available in the Government Engineering College Banswara website. Okay, sir. So from where you can possibly collect the email ID, or otherwise you have to email me so that I can provide you. Okay. You got Dhanji Parmar. Hello, my voice is audible. Okay, thank you. Thank you all students. Please fill the feedback form so that now I can end the meeting here. Thank you. Thank you. You got certificate after a week. So be patient. Your email automatically will receive this participation certificate. Thank you.
Yeah.